Man, can you believe it? It is October already, and squirrel season's already been going on for a month here in Ohio, but the weather is now getting to that point. The leaves are falling down, so it makes the squirrels a lot easier to see, things like that. And I guess I'm getting a little ahead of myself. First of all, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on and checking out this video. Now, today, I thought I would discuss with you the 8 items, maybe 6 to 8 items that I would take to go squirrel hunting for a day. I'm not talking about camping out overnight, right? I'm talking about just a day hunt, and you're expecting to be successful, and you're going to stop after you're done, or maybe middle of the day, and just enjoy a little bit of time to yourself in the woods. Okay, so these are the 6 to 8 items that I personally would take, and with Sarge Vining, Dave Canterbury, James Benner, Waypoint Survival, you know, like, man, historic and classic traditional camping and hunting. It is growing now, and it is such an exciting time to be a part of that community. And I hope this video kind of inspires you a little bit to maybe join us on this little journey. All right. So the first thing first, we're going squirrel hunting, right? Now, like I said, I expect to stop maybe midday for lunch, or maybe you know, in the evening, you know, for dinner or something like that. So to that end, I plan on being successful. I have a couple items here, some props that Mr. Denny bought for me from Sarge Vining as an appreciation. And man, I have some serious appreciation for Mr. Denny and all that he's done for me. But so Sarge made these little things. These are reproduction canisters. We have soup vegetables. Now these ones, a hearty mixture of dried tomatoes, green peppers, celery, peas, green beans, and parsley. Now this is just a mock-up. What's really cool about this thing, the bottom comes out and you can fill it up with whatever you want, like dried vegetables or something, right? So we got ourselves some vegetables, and we have some pea soup here. Now, the pea soup is not a very good flavor for me. Like, I don't care for pea soup. However, pea soup is a great thickener. Right, so if we're looking for like a thick soup, you know, pea soup does a great job with that. So I got my vegetables, and I got my pea soup, and here I got my spices. Most importantly to me are salt and pepper. I know Dave Canterbury's favorite is Old Bay seasoning, but I got salt and pepper canisters here and a couple other spices. That just to doctor up just a little bit. Now, if you're not into soup, I'm thinking about making some squirrel stew, right, of some sort. But if you're not in the soup, then at least salt and pepper, maybe some butter or lard, or maybe a little bottle of oil, because squirrels don't have a whole lot of fat on them, right, to fry them up. Because, man, fried squirrel by itself, it's good. It's good. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it until you try it. Also have my matches here to help me start a fire, right? Got to be able to cook. Ohio's finally dropped our fire ban. We've had rain for like 6 days as of making this video, so be able to have some fire. Now I got a hatchet. Now this might be something that you'll disagree with me on, and that's okay. Take it or leave it. But I like taking a hatchet when I go squirrel hunting. First of all, you know, I could cut a couple limbs or something if I really need to make a skewer or make a grill or something like that for the squirrel, or for cooking my squirrel. But honestly, it's actually even more basic than that. I like to quarter my squirrel, like take off the hands, take, you know, the paws, take off the little feet and stuff, boom, boom, and I'm done. I don't like fiddle farting around with the knife with it. I can just chop, chop, chop and move on with my life. And then I have my 2 knives. I have my pocket knife, right, just in case, you know, it's a smaller blade. Also have my can opener for my vegetables if need be. Right, so I have my pocket knife, handy dandy, never leave home without it. But I also have my belt knife. Now for my belt knife, I chose this one. This brand is an Alfred Williams from Sheffield, England, and it has Ebro on the blade. This is a late 19th century knife, and it is just too cool. They call it the thistle head, because this is like a thistle head. You know, the checkered pattern grip. You get a really nice, good grip on it. You're not going to drop it or lose it, you know. So that's pretty sweet. But it's a really thin blade, and it's a narrow blade. So this is really nice for small game. I could butcher a deer with this too. Like, it wouldn't be a problem. I don't like this shape necessarily for large game butchering, but for small game, this works out really, really well. You know, I can do the pinch grip like so. I could, because of that false back right here, I could just zipper up the belly if I need to. Things like this is just a really nice all-around good knife, okay? And it's super light. Not heavy at all. So I got my knife. Now, you could choose whatever you want in this next category. I chose this because I haven't shown this thing in a long time. And it deserves a little bit of credit. These things are rare as hen's teeth. It's one of the most scarce pieces in my entire camp crafting collection. I was at the right place at the right time with the right amount of money to do it. And honestly, I probably overspent for it, but I don't think I was ever going to see another one. This is called the Preston Mess Kit. Now, there's a write-up on my website, www.honorableoutfitters.com. In fact, in the description box below, I'll actually have the link directly to the write-up because it is a cool, amazing piece of history. The guy who designed and patented this kit. It is fascinating. But I've never seen a Preston Mess Kit that are two the same. Now this little carrying case I think is really cool. I believe this was used during World War I by an officer. I don't know for sure, but I believe it is because we have this little clip here. Now this little clip here, you could hang anything on it. What also is really nice about it is you can hook this onto your saddlebag. So I kind of wonder if this was a cavalryman's kit. I'm just speculating, but I think the chances are good. But I like that little feature, you know. If I could hook my pocket knife on there, if I had the marbles case with the bail, which I do, I just don't know where it is right now, I could hook that on there, so I always have my matches. This is just really neat. Even has some holes here, so I could actually strap something down to it. That's a cool feature. That's cool. Inside the kit, I have my knife, I have my spoon, and I have my fork. So it's all contained. I like that as well. And of course you can just throw it over your shoulder. It's got a nice long strap. All right, now I have this really deep dish that doubles up as a frying pan. This just locks into place. Just cool as sin. Look at that. Isn't that neat? All right, so it's really nice and deep. Perfect size for a couple pieces of squirrel. You know, I could probably put 2 squirrel and fry it up right in there. Also on the other side, I have my plate, also nice and deep, but this is a really cool feature about this thing. So I put down the handle like that. It's got a little ring down here. Just put that in the hook where the skillet handle is. And I fold this down. There's actually a metal latch here. It's just, it's so old and it's aluminum, so I try to take care of it and I'm not going to lock it up. But you could use this as a meat can. So if you're taking meat from home or you're taking something else from home, you need a canister, boom, bam, you got yourself a container. You could bake in this, so you could put, make biscuits or maybe make some cookies or maybe a cake like cornbread or something like that. That is a really, really neat feature. Double duty, I love it. And then you got this thing. This thing you could use as a pot, or it works really well as designed to be a cup. Look at that. And it's pretty deep, man. Sits on the ground pretty well, right? So you got yourself your cup, or you got yourself your little pot. Make yourself some soup in this thing, and you're good to go. And then, of course, the heart and soul, you have your canteen. Now, Cole Cracker, he actually has one of these, and his is the half. I was lucky and got a whole. James Bender was, I hope I'm not spilling the beans, but he was able to get one of these recently. But, I mean, that's the canteen. It's a good size canteen. The Preston Mess Kit is pretty cool. It's got everything that you need. You got your cup, your pot, you got your skillet, you got your plate, you got your canteen. You can put the skillet and the plate together and you got yourself a little portable container, like a meat can or something like that. Or you can even use it to bake some breads or cookies or something else in it. It is completely ingenious. It blows my mind that this thing is so rare, that so few of them were ever made. In fact, it brings me to my next point. I'm considering possibly reproducing these, but I need your response. If you are interested in getting a kit just like this, and you're serious about it, no commitment or anything, but I'm just trying to figure out how many people would truly be interested in a reproduction Preston Mess Kit. In the description box below, I have a form for you to fill out. It's not a commitment or anything. I'm not going to put you on my newsletter list or anything like that. It's just to try to gauge interest on if it would actually be a worthy endeavor. So I look forward to hearing back from your responses, and thank you for everything you do for my channel. I want to invite you, in fact, I formally invite you to join the Camp Crafters Guild. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Camp Crafters Guild, it's there to help people camp and bring people who like to go camping together. That's why it's called the Camp Crafters Guild. So if you are a new camper or you're an experienced camper, you just want to up your camping game, collaborate with other people, help hold you accountable perhaps. We have monthly challenges, things like that. And we also encourage each other in all sorts of different ways. Then check out www.honorableoutfitters.com/join the guild. And we look forward to seeing you on there. Now, if you'd like to see the playlist, we're at the Preston Mess Kit and a bunch of other really cool vintage kits like this, then check it out here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Give a kiss and hug to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.